podcast, where lifelong friends Dean Legiro and Eric Kuber share their love of all things music and movies. Dean has directed short films and is a music trivia buff. And Eric, trained in audio engineering, brings his extensive knowledge of music and film to the conversation as they discuss, debate, and celebrate their favorite albums, films, and much more.
What constitutes lifelong?
I don't know. High school?
She says lifelong friends.
Is high school count?
I mean, birth. Well, it wasn't high school.
Well, obviously it's not since birth, but
it was middle school.
Middle school. Okay,
that's a lifetime.
I'll say.
Right? Hey, sure. Beth, how are you? We got
Hello,
people
Beth.
coming in already.
Welcome.
Hiya.
Here we are with another
Wednesday
with no agenda. We're just here to hang.
No agenda. No clue equals no clue.
I said to Dean right before, I said, we're going to play Truth or Dare tonight because we played Would You Rather in our last live show. And then Dean's like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, I'm not daring anybody.
I'm not taking any dares either.
Right, exactly. So
because we're the only ones who have cameras.
Yeah.
So any other dare somebody does, we'll have to take their word for it.
Oh, we'd get in a lot of trouble. I'm sure people would come on and be like, "Oh, you need to do." We'd have some winners. Yeah. But hello. Who else is here? We got Beth. Yeah.
Yeah. Say hi in the chat so we can.
Hi.
We can wave back. Elizabeth,
how are you? Zach's working tonight. Yeah.
Happy 5-year anniversary, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You dating some dude? I don't know who he is, but you show a lot of pictures of him. Scruffy looking fella. Looks somewhat familiar, but I don't really know who he is.
Could have been me back in the day, right?
What's that?
Could have been me back in the day.
When he was a lot younger, he spit an image of you. Absolutely.
No. It's starting
creepy.
Starting to look more like his mom as he gets older.
It was really like a clone. He was like the young Picard. He was like Tom Hardy.
Well, you called me. It was Django and Boba, right?
Same, yeah, very much so. It is Wednesday evening, the 3324 podcast live edition. As always, people will be trickling in very soon. So, hopefully, if you're here and you understand that the subject is that we have no agenda, hopefully you've got some things for us to talk about. We've got a couple of things up our sleeves, but generally, these shows we like to kind of toss it out to the audience at large. So we're just kind of wait for some more people to file in. But we've got the Wheel of Names. We got some prizes to give away as always as well. The Dwight Burke. I'm sorry, I get
the Dwight Burke Wheel of Names. The DB.
I get tongue lashed by people for not calling it the Dwight. Like it's become the Dwight Burke Wheel of Names. It is that we named it as such, but when I don't refer to it as such, I get grief from people.
Is that so?
Yeah, the last show, I think John DeGood was like, "It's the Dwight Burke, Wheel of Names."
Okay, yeah,
Wheel of Names, like say it right,
Yeah,
Girl Scout cookies. We will save that subject once things get going, because it is Girl Scout cookie season.
Dwight's the Damo of Dobbs Ferry.
He's he's the John Gill. He's like the figurehead. We use his image. Like we have his image on everything.
That's right. Prop him up in front of the camera.
Can't believe the time has flown. I'm here for myself and my scruffy partner in crime.
Yeah,
scruffy partner in crime. Let him know in 2 weeks we'll be doing trivia. So
hopefully he'll make it to that. Zach's working tonight. I know that for a fact.
Working it out.
Working hard. Yep. Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, let's save it. We're going to save that subject for once we get some more people in here. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a great subject.
Is it?
Should
I go get some milk?
It's a delicious subject to me. I think.
Do I need to change my water out for milk?
It was well, you hate watching people drink milk.
I do.
As detailed on the last episode of Napoleon Dynamite.
Which is
a fun episode.
It's very fun, and we're very proud of it. It's one of our livelier conversations.
I'm getting good at the impressions. I think that's what enhances it.
Yeah, it's one of our better, with this group that we have, these characters that we bring on. Sometimes the conversation just goes there, man, and it's just on point, and it's really, really great.
Yeah.
So a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun. Not that it's never, it's never bad, but it's just, sometimes it's, the conversation is a little bit lively, especially if it's a fun topic like that movie. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love that movie? So,
yeah. Actually, I'm looking forward to our Predator episode as well.
Yeah.
Which will be out in a couple of weeks. So we've got a lot of good, we always have great content coming, but we're really kind of hitting stride with the movies, really trying to target some movies that are really fun.
Yeah.
To talk about, so don't worry. We won't be talking about like Helter Skelter or anything like that. Last House on the Left. Don't have to worry about that. Welcome aboard. If you're joining us, say hi in the chat. The chat's right down below. So we can recognize you and say hi and welcome you aboard to the 3324 Podcast Wednesday live edition. Of course, across the bottom, we've got this crawl over here. We've still got this promotion going on with our partners at blendjet.com. 332412 is the code that you use at checkout, and you can save 12% and get free 2-day shipping. And they just came out with a lid that makes it actually easier to drink out of. So BlendJet is really kind of going after it and really updating their product and making it easy just to take your blended drinks with you and just kind of blend them out. So whoever that was came and went. There was someone here. And
summer is coming, so it's a perfect opportunity to get yours.
Summer Wheatley.
To get that margarita going or your blended beverage, whatever it is.
If you go camping, right? If you go camping and you want to make some blended stuff, you can, it charges, runs on USB. So, and you get a lot of blends out of it. So it's a nice little neat. I've got it here and I'm using it all. It makes it easy to do too because of the cleanup. So
of course I say summer's coming, but I don't know when the hell that's.
It doesn't feel like it. It's supposed to finally.
Weather is ridiculous. Yes. I don't. It's like 50 degrees right now. I'm freezing. Yeah.
We had rain. Yeah. We basically, I think they said,
in
the New York, Connecticut area that in 2 or 3 days they got more rain than they needed for the month. Like the whole month was dry.
I believe it.
2 or 3 days, we got all the rain plus.
We certainly got our fair share. I mean,
like a steady down.
I know you guys probably got a lot of wind and did you get like a big storm?
No, it was just steady. It was just steady
rain. Yeah.
It wasn't like flash flood rain. It was just a steady downpour of rain that was just always coming. What I imagine like England to be.
Yeah, we got that kind of weird weather where you think there's something coming, like there's like a tropical storm or a hurricane, because of those like the wind is like pushing those clouds, but it's just the skies doesn't clear up. It's just clouds are just rolling on by. I don't know where the hell they're all coming from, but
and then it'll be sunny. Then all of a sudden a gray cloud will come like flying through.
That was
supposed to be April weather, not May, but hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully we'll get there. So we're just waiting for some more people. So far, it's the Elizabeth show tonight.
That's all right. We got
Beth
and Beth? Yeah.
Beth and Beth. Let me ask Elizabeth Berg something. Okay. Elizabeth, are you going to be doing more of your book reviews? Because I'm a subscriber. So
she needs to get more books.
Yeah. I know obviously she's teaching now, so probably the last thing she wants to do is read more, but I look forward to more book reviews. Well, if you just joined us, put a hello.
Not to put her on the spot, but a couple weeks ago we did go to the Tysons Mall, and she bought I think a stack of books like that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm throwing you under the bus.
Oh, that's a good thing.
So you're
a voracious reader. Now it's just like
now you're being held accountable. Now you got to get those things read and
my attention span is like non-existent nowadays. So. Drama from the past.
From the past. Hello.
Hey, Sean. On rehearsal for Nuremberg. Yeah, well, we don't want to take you away from that. We don't want you reciting stuff from Napoleon Dynamite. So thank you for stopping in. I'm gonna actually try and catch that next week.
Hey, unless you got like a camera somewhere where we could watch you guys, that would be great.
It's next Friday and Saturday, I think. So I'm gonna try and catch that.
But great. Good luck to you, Sean, with that. That's a great subject. Yep.
It'll be Sean is on. Sean is gone. Yeah, if he's rehearsing, it's hell, what they call hell. The week before, it's called Hell Week.
Okay.
That's when they have
the acting,
all the like full rehearsals, full on rehearsals, full, stage crew, everything. And they call
so is this an actual play, or is this just a reading of?
I believe it's a play.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a play of this.
Yeah.
Which will be
it's one of my mother's favorite movies. She won't shut up about it. She's like, "Did you ever see Judgment?" I said, "Yes, Ma. I saw the movie." I've seen it many times. Yeah, so we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. But yeah, that's great. So good luck to Sean with that.
Yeah. Drama from the past as well.
All right. What are you drinking tonight, Dean?
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Okay.
Oh, here we go. We got an answer. Yes, I've been writing reviews and got 17 books at the ready to be recorded.
Oh,
he's gonna flood YouTube with content.
She's got the backlog. She's ready to go. Yeah. Hey, there's John DeGood.
Hey, John DeGood. This way you can just kind of, if you got it all recorded, then you could just kind of put it out when you want. You can actually upload it all and schedule it, which is what I do. Is I'll upload the videos and then just schedule them to come out when we want them to come out, because it's just easier to do it that way. So. John DeGood, how are you?
Welcome, sir.
Welcome. We're have no subject, but we've got a subject already that has been crowdsourced, and then we've got one to talk about. Let's start talking about what we were going to talk about. Today, the inductees, not the nominees, but the inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have been announced, and that will be in November 3rd, I think, at Barclays in Brooklyn. Are you ready for the inductees, Eric?
Lay it on me.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Mixed emotions. But it may not be the reason you think. See if you can guess what annoys me about this list.
Okay.
All right. See if you can guess what annoys me about this list. No Iron Maiden again. And that could be a part of it. But here we go. These are the inductees. Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, Missy Elliott, George Michael, Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine, and the Spinners will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then they have the Musical Influence Award, which is DJ Kool Herc, Link Wray, and then Chaka Khan, Al Cooper, and Bernie Taupin will get musical excellence awards. But Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, Missy Elliott, George Michael, Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine, and the Spinners are set to be inducted. What is my problem with that list?
There's only one rock and roll band.
No,
right?
That's not my problem.
What's your problem?
My problem is Rage Against the Machine.
Why?
What exactly? Why?
Yeah.
Why? I don't have Missy Elliott, no problem. Willie Nelson absolutely should be in. The Spinners, sure. Why is Rage Against the Machine getting in?
How long they've been around? I mean, they've been around for quite.
What have they done? I'm sorry. I know they were, kind of that, industrial alt, whatever. But what was their contribution?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't see it.
Okay.
Especially when you have a comment like this. No Iron Maiden again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I could name you probably 60 other groups that deserve it more than Rage Against the Machine. What did Rage Against the Machine do? I'm serious.
I know.
As a band, and they released things. They were surprised about their induction. No Foreigner. Still no Styx. Right? There's still a ton of other bands and groups and rap. I don't care who it is. I just don't understand why Rage Against the Machine is getting in.
Has 9 Inch Nails ever been inducted?
I think so.
Or Trent Reznor, or
I think 9 Inch Nails have been.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say if they hadn't been, then I would have been like, okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, I see what you're saying. Perhaps they just wanted to get that demographic in there. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I really don't. Yeah.
What was the band's influence? None that I know of. No, I mean, yeah, like again, they were part of that. They
were
in the 90s,
one of several bands of the time.
It was that industrial grunge alt.
Yes.
music, but I again, and they were very political and very, kind of had, that type of music, which is fine. Again, that's fine.
Yeah.
How are they getting in so quickly though? I don't understand that. It's not like people are claiming that they are so influential. Like, oh, here's, their influence is felt far and wide. It's like they kind of came and went.
Yeah.
And they didn't really get here that, it wasn't really that,
I'm not particularly up on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, I appreciate and gratified that, some of our favorite artists are there and they deserve it. And, but I don't know how the process works. I mean, who is doing the voting? Is it like the Academy with films, or is it like by their peers?
No, I don't know. It's a good question. And a very small body of work. I mean, that's okay because Nirvana got in basically on 2 albums. So, so here's the comparison, right? Nirvana got in on 2 albums, and those 2 albums changed music. That one album, never mind, literally changed music.
Yeah,
I don't. Usually, when you have these artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you can kind of talk about them in the same breath. Right, we can talk about Pearl Jam getting in and Nirvana getting in the same breath, and 9 Inch Nails getting in the same breath. I just don't see how Rage Against the Machine fits into all this. It was a very niche segment of music, and like I said, it wasn't like they, had this. It wasn't like Radiohead or something where there were. I mean, I guess they were critical darlings, but they still didn't. I don't know. It's weird. George Michael, yes. About time. Sheryl Crow, absolutely. She was due. The Spinners should have been probably a long time ago already. Missy Elliott, absolutely. Willie Nelson, definitely.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't been in
definitely
yet.
Yeah, so. I mean, Dolly Parton got in last year, so Willie Nelson probably should have been in earlier. Because he had a lot of crossover hits too. He again, same thing.
That's right. I mean, he played with a lot of sort of
and in the 80s,
Southern rock type artists and things like that. So there was that. There's most definitely that crossover. Sure. Yeah.
He wrote "You're Always on My Mind," so just his songwriting stuff too. That the stuff that he wrote that he didn't necessarily sing, wrote for Roy Orbison. So that guy should get it. Absolutely, but. I don't know. I'm raging against the machine right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm exercising my anger against it. I just didn't get it. Kate Bush, Kate Bush, and she was surprised, but she's had that.
Well, she's been around for quite a while.
Stranger Things, but Stranger Things kind of brought her back for people to reassess her career, perhaps.
Sure, yeah.
And be like, she probably, like they might have gotten around to her eventually, but I think that helped kind of bring her career back into the spotlight for people to reassess her and her.
Yeah, she definitely was the forerunner of artists like Tori Amos and that kind of sort of artsy but heartfelt.
Yeah, proggy, female proggy,
right?
Stuff, stuff was kind of a little not avant. No, not totally
she was like the female Peter Gabriel.
Like you said, very artsy, but accessible, right? And someone wasn't really doing that back then. So for her, absolutely, Kate Bush. Absolutely. Come on in. Yeah. Everybody else, I don't know. Rage Against the Machine.
It seems weird. When I think of Sheryl Crow, though, I think of like her. We were just getting to know her. She was there through our experience with music, so it's kind of straight. I would say like, oh man, was she really been around that long enough to? But she has been. So and
she really. Had an impact in that era, just like we did, Tuesday Night Music Club, and that album had an impact. In the 90s on the female singer songwriter Serge. She was kind of right before that, and she probably helped kind of lay some of the groundwork for the Jewel and for the Alanis Morissette and some of the other other artists that would come, and she did it more accessibly, with just kind of straight ahead kind of pop and rock and aligning herself with those types of artists, So
and of course she was a fan of the 70s too. I mean, there's no doubt her influence was there, shown through, which is why we why we're into her so much as well. So, but yeah,
Clapton was really into her. Oh,
my favorite mistake. There it is.
All right, let's get into it. Here's the subject. Sorry. Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
Yay or nay, first of all? Are you a Girl Scout cookie fan?
I do. I love them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you love all Girl Scout cookies?
No.
Okay. So there's just a segment of Girl Scout cookies that...
Hi, Christy.
There's just a segment of Girl Scout cookies that you like.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? Where's this going?
Well, I'm just asking. I'm trying to narrow. I'm trying to narrow. Some people like all Girl Scout cookies. Some people just like me. There's like 3.
Yeah, I have my favorites. Yeah,
there's 3, and everything else could disappear, and I'd be okay with it.
Well, are they constantly updating their flavors and stuff?
They add other ones, but there's no.
It's been a while. I mean, I must admit, it's been a while since I've ordered any, but of course the Samoas, Thin Mints for me. Put them in the freezer.
Samoas, Thin Mints.
I love the lemon cookies. What are they called? I think they're the ones with the powder on them. I love those.
Those are new.
Yeah,
those
I like
relatively
those.
New. Those are relatively new.
Yeah.
And Samoas, Thin Mints, and Tagalongs.
The peanut butter.
Yes, the peanut butter.
Yeah. Okay.
Peanut butter. And then they used to have one called trefoils, and I don't know if they changed the name on it. It was like a shortbread.
Those are the shortbread cookies. Yeah, like Lorna Doone. Yeah.
Yeah, but they introduced this year one that sold out, and boxes were selling for hundreds of dollars on eBay. I forgot what it was called, but it was like a Thin Mint but with raspberry flavoring in it. So
really?
It was like that type of like thin wafer cookie, and with chocolate, but with raspberry flavoring, and people were going batshit. They still have them. Yeah, there was like a run on them because they were so good.
And how much were they charging for that?
What is it, like
secret stash?
I think it's like $5 a box is what they go for.
Okay.
And each year they get less and less. Like the Tagalongs, they used to be like 5 or 6 in a row. Now there's like 4 in a row. If you were hungry and you eat it, it's like you eat almost a whole box, and then you feel like, oh, I ate a whole box, but there really wasn't that many in there to begin with.
Yeah.
Right. It was like an appetizer size. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Thin Mints are these long
Thin Mints.
Sleeves,
man, they never go out of style. Forget it.
I'll give you a hint. Do you have a Dollar Tree near you?
Yeah.
Dollar Tree, not Dollar General, but Dollar Tree.
Yes, I do.
Okay. They for $1.25, they have a version of Thin Mints, and they taste exactly like Thin Mints. Some people will say they don't. They taste exactly like Thin Mints. So if you want them year round, and for like $1. Hey, Chris Dankel, how are you? Well, you're on a diet. I'm living for you. I'm living vicariously for you, talking about the peanut buttery goodness of a tagalong. When you take it out of its individual, the tagalongs are each in their own individual tray, so they don't stick together. You just pop one of those in your mouth, and then you're like, I need another one.
Mm-hmm.
I need another.
Yes,
one.
Beth, always freeze them. Those Thin Mints, you gotta have them frozen. Yeah,
that ups like the mint factor, right?
Oh,
it kind of like it amplifies. It's like an upgrade when you freeze. They're good on their own, but when you freeze them, it kind of they get all frosty on the outside, and they're like, it's got that.
Yep.
Like I said, it ups the mint. There's also another brand called Goody Girl that also tastes like Thin Mint. See, there's a lot of knockoffs. And then I think there's Thin Mint ice cream as well. Yeah, the bag. If again, it doesn't last long because each year there's fewer and fewer cookies. So it's just one of those tough things. Interestingly enough, Boy Scouts never had cookies. Why only Girl Scouts? Boy Scouts would sell chocolate, right? Like
yes, they did. That's right, we did.
Right?
I remember when I was in the Cub Scouts, we did that.
Bars.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, but
no one looks fondly back on the chocolate bars. No one says, "Oh, I wish I had the Boy Scout."
No, because everybody sells chocolate bars, right? And you're in school, and you're raising money in school for the band, or whatever.
Why couldn't Boy Scouts have like their own item? Popcorn or something that
hey, we had those cool race cars, man, that we used to build. Remember with the
but that doesn't help anything
out of the block of wood. And we used to race them.
Racing down the track, but
yeah, we did. Well, that's what we did. Shit like that. You know, we weren't on the street corner selling cookies. You know, but
so girls, you're saying Girl Scouts and brownies. They sell crappy popcorn now. So he's saying Girl Scouts and brownies were more of like an economic endeavor, more of a business venture.
Could be,
because the Boy Scouts were out there crafting, and the Girl Scouts were out there selling.
Well, Boy Scouts. I mean, the Girl Scouts doing it too, like the camping and all that stuff.
Well, let me tell you this. Let's put it this way: everybody still talks about Girl Scout cookies, and the Girl Scouts are still out there. I never see Cub Scouts anywhere.
No.
I never see him do anything. You don't hear about anything. So maybe that an economic endeavor was the right move for the Girl Scouts. Kept them, liquid with money.
In fact, I think they might have even changed the name now of Cub Scout. I don't even think they're known as Cub Scouts anymore.
Scouting BSA. Leatherneck 2081. Dennis was the winner of our trivia night. Came in from the cold.
Yeah, that's right.
Took on all comers and won his very first trivia night. So we're going to have another trivia night in about 2 weeks. So welcome everybody. If you haven't, if you're just joining us, this is the Wednesday No Agenda edition of the 3324 podcast. We will give away some prizes. Wow, Beth has a whole thing we'll put up in a moment.
Oh, she's proud. She's so proud.
Thank you. If you listen to our Napoleon Dynamite episode, thank you so much for checking it out. Tomorrow, what's on deck for tomorrow, Eric?
I don't know. What do we have tomorrow?
We have recorded so many episodes.
I know.
That Eric forget.
I don't want to say.
He's afraid.
Boston? He's afraid. We put Boston out. We did, right? But we're just doing so many. We're churning them out.
So many to choose from. Tomorrow's going to be Tattoo You from the Rolling Stones.
Oh, good. Yeah.
We're
okay. That's been a while. We recorded that one quite a while ago.
Yeah,
and that was a daytime one too. That was a Morning Joe episode.
Oddly enough, we did the Stones during the day.
First thing,
very
Hang Fire. There you go.
Hang Fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, let's sell cookies. It started in 1917 when Girl Scouts in Muskogee, Oklahoma did what Girl Scouts everywhere always do. They had a great idea, got together, took action to make it a reality. The girls of Mistletoe Troop hit upon the clever idea to fund their projects by selling cookies they made themselves in their kitchens at home. So simple and so smart. And so profitable. Hang Fire. Hang Fire. Yeah, the story of Tattoo You, we're not going to get too much into it, but it's a very interesting story about that album.
Yeah.
The video had to be shot for the same day. Start Me Up. Yeah. There's a story behind Tattoo You. So join us for that tomorrow, won't you? It'll also be up on YouTube if you prefer to see our mugs. You can check it out there as well. But maybe
we look better in the morning. I don't know. What do you think?
There's nothing that can help this. No time of day helps this. There's not a time of day that is optimal for this phase.
That's true.
It's just you get used to it, and it's kind of I just try and pick the best thumbnail, the best picture that kind of does us both a little bit.
You never ever catch me with it. Oh my god! Every time I go on YouTube, I'm making such a weird face. I'm like, damn it, fuck, Dean, come on, man.
Actually, you should see the one. You should see the one for tomorrow.
Okay.
We're both holding because you mentioned on it that it's in the morning and you're holding
the Morning Joe.
Yeah, my iced coffee.
There you go.
That's the thumbnail. Because I'm holding our coffees up. So Sean has transitioned from a drama from the past to his true alter ego. Let me tell you something. Sean sent me something the other day that was concerning. It's very concerning.
Okay.
Sean will text me Jeopardy questions. He'll take the screenshot. Because a lot of times it seems the trend is, there always seems to be Jeopardy questions. I'm going to get this one out. There always seems to be Jeopardy questions about episodes we do. And I mentioned that to him, like there's got to be a mole in here somewhere. But this question concerned me. I'm going to read you the actual Jeopardy question. Okay. He made it out of the OK Corral, but after November 8th, 1887, he could no longer be anybody's Huckleberry. who is
Doc Holliday or
Doc
Val
Holliday,
Kilmer.
right? Yeah, no, who's Doc Holliday, right?
Yeah.
He made it out of the OK Corral, but after November 8th, 1887, he could no longer be anybody's Huckleberry. My problem with that question is Jeopardy, which is known for like factual stuff, is they're now conflating movie lines with historical people. They're attributing "I'm your Huckleberry" to Doc Holliday. There's no proof that he actually said that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said it's got to be Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Couldn't be. That's what I was thinking. It couldn't be.
So like my problem is like like whoever's writing these questions is kind of like mixing now historical with pop culture.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't it be? Why couldn't it be something about he made it out of the OK Corral, but in something, this dentist would be no longer pulling teeth or something, because that would speak to the fact that Doc Holliday was a dentist.
Right.
A factual thing, not a line. And I could see if it was a line that was verified that he said.
I think it speaks to
what the answer was. Doc Holliday.
It speaks to the generation. I think pop culture rules everything. It's the gateway into every.
It was crazy. For some reason,
everything.
It really bothered
me.
I said,
boring old history. Nobody, kids don't really care unless it's a meme, unless it's something. It's got to have some correlation there. So that's probably why.
Sean was the vehicle or the recipient of my rage.
I would have loved to have seen Sean's reaction.
He
did he agree with you? Do you agree with Dean, Sean, or?
I said, so Jeopardy is it? So I texted Sean, this is not anything private. I said, so Jeopardy is attributing movie lines to historical figures. And he said, it looks that way.
Yeah.
And I said that the shark has been jumped. and then he texted me the little icon for some money. And he goes, Dean, that's for you. Don't take no shit from Jeopardy. I'm not the Goodfellas.
There you go.
You'll take no shit off Jeopardy.
We'll see with that right there. You guys just going back and forth with that. That's what it is.
But that, again, my
people
problem
relate
is
to
the blending of history with pop.
No, I agree. I totally I'm with you. But it's like, but that's kids today. They want something to.
Kids today.
Oh, isn't that a movie? Yeah, I know the movie. I don't know the
like everyone
I don't know the actual history. They're not going to
Exactly. It's a meme.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's Yeah.
All right. You know what? We're going to give away some prizes tonight. So hang around. Let's show everybody. We just launched, or as Eric likes to say, we just dropped 2 new items into the gift shop. We dropped them into the gift shop. So we're going to be giving away one of each. So you got to stick with us to the end. Actually, I got to put everybody's name into the wheel of names first. Shit. We have Beth. We have Elizabeth. Bondagug. Is Dennis still here?
I don't know.
Chris
Dankel?
Chris Dankel. Used to work with him back in the day at the pizzeria. So did Matt. So let's share what we're giving away. So first up,
beautiful. Look at that.
Is this is called a dad cap. It's a right here is it's a faux leather patch with the 3324 podcast logo on it. We've got a couple of different colors, so you can choose from. The red is kind of stylish, red and black, but we've got blue and brown patch. We've got a couple of brown patch items there as well. And then the camp cup. The 3324 enamel camp cup, which is really cool. Look at it. Look at it out in the wild. Right? I mean,
it's a little slice of home right there.
You wake up in the morning and you're out in the woods and you've got that with you. You're ready for coffee.
There you go.
Like that's it. Jeremiah Johnson has nothing on you.
That's what we should do. We do go camping. We'll do an episode from
there. We go.
The campsite.
From the campsite.
Yeah.
Deliverance.
Cocaine bear in the background.
Deliverance.
Yeah.
So we'll give away one of each. Your choice will, of course, spin the wheel of names. So, does anybody else? This is no agenda. Throw a topic up that is clean. Throw a topic up. Anybody that wants us to tackle something, or if you got a question for us, we'll take it on. In the meantime, change your backgrounds to campgrounds.
Could do that. Maybe in the summertime.
I have to do one of the where you kind of block everything else out.
Right.
While we're waiting, if you check here, we've got our partner, blendjet.com is still in effect. Use code 332412 at blendjet.com. Save 12% off and get free 2-day shipping. A really great way to get your blending in if you don't want to be cleaning out this gigantic blender and taking everything apart. BlendJet 2, you put a drop of dish soap in there, some water, you run it, it cleans itself. It makes it easy for me to get my blending in because that was one of the things I stopped because it's just got to drag everything out and take it apart. BlendJet 2 is very powerful, chops the shit out of ice. It does. It really does. It does it really nice. So there we go. Testimonial. Beth, her brother says he loves his. He's got the BlendJet 2, a lot of different colors. So yeah, it really is a great product. We wouldn't be working with a partner with a company that we didn't believe in. And I use it too.
And Kelly wants to get one. So she'll probably be ordering one soon. So yeah.
Hook one up. Yeah. So what do we got? Throw something into the chat. What do you want us to talk about? Give us a question. His is blue.
Mm-hmm.
Nice blue. Mine is black. I went with standard, just black. So we did Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's a strike right now. The Writers Guild is on strike.
Yeah.
That means no late night TV.
That's right.
SNL board games. Well, we'll get to that. All the late night shows are shut down immediately. Yeah. That shows you how much everyone thinks, oh, Fallon is funny and Seth Meyers and these guys are so funny. They are totally reliant on writers.
Mm-hmm.
They are totally reliant on writers.
Yeah.
Because they immediately went into reruns.
Yeah.
They went totally dark.
Hopefully it won't go on too long.
That affects any shows that are being written.
Yep.
That affects films. You know, if someone's was about to submit a final draft of a screenplay, that's on hold. You know, and feedback. So they're looking. Part of the if you're not too up, but without going too much into the weeds, but the writers, seasons are now shorter generally for shows. They used to be a lot back in the day, like a 23 episode season,
20, 26 sometimes.
They'd be like half a year, and they'd be off in the summer, and that would be it. Nowadays, since everything's shorter, so that means they're making less money because there's less writing to do, and then as a result, also they get residuals for TV, but they don't get residuals for streaming. And that's a problem, right? Because everything is streaming now, right? You might watch, whatever show, Friends, when it's on, but now then you're going to go to Peacock to stream it when you want to see the older episodes or see what you want, and those writers are not getting any residuals from that, so they have to iron something out like that. Jimmy Fallon said he won't go back until they get a fair contract. To NBC's credit, for Fallon and Seth Meyers, they are paying. All staff is getting paid for 3 weeks. At least 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and they'll decide. And then Cobra Kai is on hold too. So
Cobra Kai is still around. I thought it ended.
No, it moved from YouTube to Netflix.
Yeah, but I thought it was done.
No, they got what's his face, Terry. What's the guy from Karate Kid 3?
Yes, okay.
He's like the villain, and
they pretty much brought everybody back, didn't they? They brought back
from Karate Kid 2. They brought everybody back from that.
The girl and they're
all mixed in.
That's cool.
All right. Wow. Favorite board games. There it is. Put in the chat. Favorite board games, chat. Favorite board games. That's a tough one. I look so much smaller than Eric.
Yeah, I'm right up on my camera.
I feel like this is forced perspective, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just got to throw it out there. We lost sadly, another icon in Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah,
I kind of saw that coming though, because he didn't look too.
He hasn't been in good health, and
no.
If you've ever seen any concert footage of him recently, to be honest, it wasn't he did not sound great.
There's a great documentary. I think I forget where it's at. I think it's on Netflix about him. But yeah, it's sad. But
He's on the carefree highway now.
Yeah.
Risk is the first one. Risk is the game of world domination.
Wow.
Risk. What?
Beth, that's a heavy game. That is a heavy game. I didn't think. Wow.
That's no joke.
It'd be my first
choice
for.
That's hours long.
I know.
Last season of Cobra Kai was ridiculous because it was like every character that was ever. I didn't watch it, but you could tell by the previews and stuff I watched is every character was in it. You know, Kreese was in jail and he's out of jail.
Well, that's everything today, though.
Yeah.
Last season of Picard was ridiculously. I mean, the whole thing was just beating you senseless with fan service in that thing. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was a good send off.
That was it. Yeah, that was like that.
Yeah,
was it.
Yeah.
Monopoly, one of my favorites. Monopoly is a great game. That is a great money management game. Source of a lot of fights, though, when it's time to collect rent from a relative and they don't have it.
And how many versions of Monopoly they got out there now?
I had.
Good Lord. You
I
collected them, right?
Yeah, I had severe OCD with that. I had, at my peak, I had 75 different versions of Monopoly.
Wow.
75 different ones. And there were so many more. I couldn't keep up. And this was back when they were making a lot, but now they make it for everything.
Yeah.
So I'm one day I was like looking at all of them. I'm like, what am I going to, I'm never going to open these. I'm never going to do anything with them.
Right.
And I was like, I think it's time. Like,
that's what,
no. And so
that's how they get you, man. They start collecting stuff and they just keep pouring them out. And like,
big. They're so gigantic. So I kept 5. I think I kept 5, because I had some really high end expensive ones. So I kept ones that are worth money, and then everything else. So like a Mousetrap. I never used to play the Mousetrap game. I used to set up the Mousetrap game, and then just do the stuff.
That's right.
I don't think I ever play. I don't even think I know what the rules of Mousetrap are. I would just set the thing up and let and get the marble going and let it go through everything. Like basically your introduction to a Rube Goldberg machine. Candyland, that's a great one, right? With the colors, you draw the colors and you move up.
Of course,
it was great.
Trivial Pursuit, of course, that's always.
Chris says I only have one. It's an unopened Yankees Monopoly. I've got a Star Trek Monopoly, which is worth a lot of money. It's original Star Trek Monopoly, and then I've got a Star Wars Monopoly, which is worth a lot of money. And then I have something called the Monopoly Heirloom Edition, which is very limited. Everything's made out of wood. But I'm not telling you where I live.
Casey Bauer, hello, sir.
Trivial Pursuit. Casey, welcome aboard. Just got home from work. Hello, everyone. Let me add Sean to the wheel of names since he's hanging with us. Casey at the bat. What? Yes, it's a slight obsession. I actually, I have a bunch of board games here as well. But on Kickstarter, there's this company called Button Shy. Yeah. And they make small. I'll grab them. They're right here. Hang on. I'm going to disappear for a moment. Really quick.
The voice from the beyond. They're even making games now with like movie content. I just got for Christmas my son bought me the Rear Window board game. I guess it's kind of like Clue. But it's not Clue, but it's very, very similar. You got to kind of guess them. Rear Window.
Oh,
based on the movie. It's actually kind of complicated. It's not some, cheesy game. I mean, it's really involved and it's got a lot of parts and a lot of cards and it's interesting. But also The Godfather, which I haven't opened yet. I got that for Christmas as well. The Godfather game. I don't know what you got to do in that.
Survive.
Yeah,
that's it. Not die.
My favorite board game of all time is Parcheesi. I've played that. That's my all-time favorite. I played that as a kid. I still love it. Got the kids involved. Jacob used to kick my ass. He got my mom. My mom was like a big fan of the game too, and she's out for blood with that game. And Jacob won. And he kept blocking my mom. And when my mom gets mad, man, forget about it.
Could have been good.
No.
So There's this company called on Kickstarter, but they're mainly on Kickstarter. They're called Button Shy Games, and their goal or their stated thing is to make games that fit in a wallet, right?
Okay.
I have a bunch of them. Okay. But and in order for you to design a game for them, it has to be it can only be 18 cards. Okay. So when you open up this wallet, it's got the cards in it, and it's got the rule book and everything in there. And they're made by different people. These are all made by different people, but it's something that you can just carry with you. They're quick games, because they're only 18 cards. And the learning curve is, and there's role-playing games like Ugly Griffin Inn and stuff like that. And Sprawlopolis, there's like single player games and stuff. But this is something I don't mind collecting because it's small. It doesn't take up a lot of room. And it's something you could just kind of bring with you. If you're going to a party or going to a gathering, you could just take a wallet game with you. You're not busting out the board and, I got to explain to you. It's like, here we go. Here's the point of it. 18 cards or whatever it is. And, they're double-sided, usually the cards. So they have multi-functions. And they're like $8 or $10 for these things, and you're supporting an independent game developer with a really interesting hook. Like every game has to be only 18 cards. I mean, they put out expansions afterwards. Yeah. But it's a novel idea of what can you do with here's the parameters of how we're going to run our business. Yeah. Great for vacations, right? It's something easy you could grab. You're not packing, Settlers of Catan in with you or something, I love that. Oddly enough, Dennis, the very first thing I backed on Kickstarter was a game, and the guy took the money and ran. And that should have like soured me on Kickstarter. I should have been like, wow, this is awful. But for some reason it didn't. And after that, everything else I've ever backed has gone through, except for one other one. I think the company went bankrupt. But it's hit and miss. But this company, Button Shy, is well established. They have their own website. You can buy their games directly from them. But they also, they kind of go to Kickstarter first, and their stuff is backed instantly, and they give really good updates and stuff, and it's fun stuff. And I have like a stack of them.
That's really cool.
I really believe in. It's just, and a lot of them, some of them are single player, so you can just kind of got nothing to do. You pull out a wallet, open up the game, you do a couple of rounds, and you're good to go. So what other board games are out there that that people like to play? I mean, it's a big thing. Like there's the classic board games. There's this whole other section of people with all these like board, like what the hell's it called? Gloomhaven. It's like $102 or $200. And these are like massive games, but you don't see them. Well, there's any toy stores around anymore either, but
it's nice to know that
it sucked that, it was kind of weird. Cause the guy kept on promising, oh, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm having family problems.
Ouija board.
And he took the money.
Yeah. It's popular.
Ouija ain't no game. The game, what you're doing is you're playing with your life.
That's why Iron Maiden's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Uno's a great one, right? Uno's one of those. That's a great. You pull the deck out, easy learning curve, a color, a number, a reverse, and you go for it. Yeah. Oh, see what you're talking about? Gloomhaven. The box weighs 20 pounds. It is a massive game. It takes hours, sometimes days, to play Gloomhaven. I don't have enough friends, and I don't have enough time to do it.
It's just great to know that board games have never gone out of style.
Apples to apples.
It's so
there's a lot.
Wonderful.
Mintworks is another one. And Mintworks actually comes in a tin. It comes in like an Altoids type tin, and the whole game is inside the tin. And it's really fun. So you can literally carry a mint tin with you and have a game that's really fun to play. So it's pretty neat. It's
having something tangible has always been, really cool. It's just, it dates back for quite a while, and it just having something, just like you say, even just pulling it out of your back pocket and playing something. And it's just, even a deck of cards, or, they got a million styles for that as well, so just so many games to play on that,
Actually, I was in Kohl's earlier this year, like a month or so ago. And they have like all their, everything that they had from the holidays was on clearance. And they have like an area, and they were big. They're big into board games now. They're big into like these indie board games. Kohl's. I bought the Alien board game.
Yeah,
for like $8.
Yeah, they got movies. They got games for movies.
I bought Alien and I bought The Princess Bride.
Yeah, they got Alien. They got Jaws. Not the one, the Funko one that I won.
I got the Funko one.
Yeah, but they had an actual board game for that. Like I said, I got The Godfather, Rear Window. Well, yeah, real. I mean, it's crazy. Psycho. I think they made a game for Psycho.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
The Exorcist. Believe it or not, I've seen that
here too.
Yeah.
Ever watched Tabletop with Will Wheaton? I have, and that's a fun way to. If you don't want to buy games, you could watch Tabletop, because that's what they do is they play games. He'll get geeky friends. Sometimes Will Wheaton they're celebrities, but they're geeks that love playing board games. And each episode is a different board game. So it's really,
that must be.
Yeah, it's called Tabletop.
Oh, forget it. If you're like me with the ASMR thing, like I like watching people read and stuff, and they like talk to you know how like you're looking for something and you're like talking to yourself. Like I could fall asleep to that. It's like it's so soothing, and to watch somebody playing board games. Oh my God, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, and each
I need to check that out.
They go over the rules, so it's actually a good way to kind of test drive a board game too, to see if I might, this is something I might like. You can actually see people playing it.
Yeah,
this is my niece is obsessed with Disney. Guess who? Right. Dukes of Hazzard board game was great. I guess that's to get away from Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Oh man, remember the Star Wars Escape from Death Star? That was a cool game. I got
one of those at an auction.
Yeah, that was
really
I had
cheap.
that. Yeah,
Escape from the Death Star.
Yeah.
Hey Kelly, how are you? She's just popping in for 5 minutes. Hey, while we've got a bunch of people here, thank you. Kelly reminded me. We need a scorekeeper for our trivia nights. So if you want to be on camera with us, be that third chair that Kelly was. Let us know, because we do need someone that we want to bring on to be our scorekeeper, which means you can't participate and you can't win anymore, but you'll kind of and there's no payroll, so there's no money in it. Let's put that out there right now.
But you get your face on YouTube.
But there is fortune and glory. Fortune and glory.
There it is.
My parents gave me a Monopoly game centered around their country, North Carolina. I haven't opened it yet. County, North Carolina. Yeah, there's a lot of those regional monopolies that are kind of made by the cities or the municipalities, and then of course there's the big state ones. Chutes and ladders, also called snakes and ladders.
Yeah,
because you would go down, you would slide down the snake as well. That Chutes and ladders, again, easy games to play. Kind of
Sorry was another one with the Pop-O-Matic.
Was that Trouble? No, that was Trouble.
Was it
Trouble? Trouble had the Pop-O-Matic,
Trouble.
and the whole
Sorry,
the whole board was plastic, right? And had those things that you put on the. Sorry was with the slide.
That's right.
You'd slide down the thing, and if the guy was on the spot there, he got
I think Sorry is like the Game of Life too. Had the wheel. Remember that game? You spin the wheel. Game of Life. But you had that as well with the slide thing. You had you slid your
Mr. Mouth. That's what Eric calls me. Mr. Mouth. I would go with Monopoly. Uno is it's a classic. It's just something really easy to play. I love playing Yahtzee. Also.
Yahtzee's good. Yep,
Yahtzee's good because it's their strategy and it's chance. There's not a lot of skill, so you don't have to have a skill. You just have to kind of be able to say, okay, well, I got this. What are my chances of getting a Yahtzee or getting a straight down the line? So it's kind of, it's a game of chance, but it's also a game of kind of managing what choices you make. Which is anybody? Did anybody say life?
I did.
Life is not
the game of life.
Yes, cereal.
I did mention Kel Parcheesi, and Kelly. She could go on. She's got stories. She knows exactly what I'm talking about with that. I'm
trying to look over here and see what else I got. I got Monopoly, Scrabble's, and a good one. I've got Yahtzee over here.
Scrabble.
There's actually a game called Guillotine, which sounds morbid, but it's actually a really good game. It's a card game as well, and it's really easy. It's easy for a bunch of people to play. So there's a lot of good stuff out there. You kind of Barnes and Noble is good for that now.
Oh yeah,
they've got the whole game section of those indie games.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for something different, Amazon always has stuff on sale too. They always have like a buy one get one sale or something. I wish there was a way that we could do like a virtual game. I could set up a camera over a board, like kind of like a top down type thing. Because this supports another camera, and I could switch to that camera. Hungry Hippos, Battleship, of course, Operation
Battleship.
Battleship is another one. It's luck until you get that first hit, then it's over.
That's right.
Then you just start circling around it until you until you knock it out.
Yeah.
Get a Life, Chris Elliott Show. That's another. See, you've got Life, Get a Life, the show. We've got Life, the cereal, and Life, the game, and Life, the life. So it's there's a lot. Yeah, board games it used to be just strictly a kids thing, but now it's adults. We have game night, we have board game night. It's something that kind of transcended what it was meant to be, was for kids. Because you'd go to like your a relatives for an event or a holiday, and the kids would play board games, and the parents would be doing whatever. Now it's the parents that are playing the board games, and the kids, Barnes and Noble's still kicking. Yeah, they're still around, and they're actually building a couple of other ones. It's kind of
they've changed their business model.
Yeah,
a big time. The one we have here, they totally remodeled the store. It's like they have a huge manga is a big thing.
Yeah,
they got their whole section of manga and vinyl
games, and educational games, educational learning stuff. They really kind of, and still a ton of books, but they got the Lego. They got the Legos. I think I bought one of my Legos Star Wars helmets there. Yeah,
a lot more. Like I said, like a lot more hands-on type of stuff than ever before. I mean, it is literally like walking into a Toys R Us and seeing, you got it all right there in a Barnes and Noble. It's not just books anymore. It's just. So yeah, it's not a lost art.
Trivia question: who's older, Barnes or Noble? Put it in the chat. Who is older, Barnes or Noble? Gone from the Five Boroughs. There's got to be one in Queens somewhere. There's got to be a Barnes and Noble somewhere in there. There used to be one in the Bronx. So you could be right, Chris. There used to be one in the Bronx, but it's not there. It was in Bay Plaza, and they ran him out of town.
Wow.
Trivia Pursuit was in every Friday for my parents. They would play, and the kids would play in the room. Sean is saying Barnes is older.
I think I'm going to agree with Sean on that one myself. So
let's see. I was just making it up. Let's see. First it was Heinz and Noble. Arthur Heinz and Company. Clifford Noble was hired to work as a clerk, and then Noble was a partner. Noble died. Okay, here we go. Noble died in 1936 at the age of 72. That was Noble.
Yeah, Manhattan's got the nice ones, the 2-tier. I think there might even be a three level. No, not as many. There used to be that and Borders. Borders is totally gone now. We had both in Tampa down there, and they closed the Borders down. Borders was cool too because you get to listen to music. They had the docking stations. You get to listen to with headphones.
You can listen to music.
Listen to music and latest album that came out, or you're checking it out. That was pretty cool. Guess who? Does your guy wear glasses?
I think Noble.
Yep, Casey knows. Dale Mabry. Yep.
I think Noble was older.
Okay.
Sorry. There's a bunch in Manhattan. Okay. All right. We're going to wind it down. It's getting to be an hour. For those joining us tomorrow, we've got Tattoo You from the Rolling Stones, 1981.
The Stones, yeah.
Yeah, the Stones kind of come roaring into the 80s. Oddly enough, with a batch full of outtakes and leftovers that they cobbled together and made into what would be their last number one album. Oddly enough, would be their last number one. So join us tomorrow for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight, we're giving away 2 prizes. We're going to spin the wheel of names, so you got to hang with us. You will get, that's how you played, but pick the physical features. What was that? Does your guy wear glasses? Guess who? Is that the
okay?
Game?
Guess who?
Got it. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to be giving away 2 gifts tonight. You're going to get your choice of the 3324 Podcast Camp Cup. This just debuted. This just hit the gift shop. They're still warm from the printing press. You can get your choice of this, or if you want the dad hat with the faux leather patch, 3324 Podcast. There's a couple of different color variations available, so you're going to have to let me know. I'll let you know what it is. But you can have your choice of the Camp Cup or the hat. The Camp Cup, I think, looks stylish. It's an enamel Camp Cup, really nice. You don't have to go camping. It'll hold your beverage even at home. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. It won't know if you're camping or not. Right? All right.
Right.
Let's do it. Let's spin the wheel of names. Let's pull up the Dwight Burke wheel of names. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Do it. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Make sure we got everybody on here. We got Beth, Elizabeth, John, Dennis, Chris, Sean, and Casey. Feels like there's more people here. Kelly. And she's here longer than 5 minutes. There's 10 people here in the room. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 2 people I have not accounted for. You got to let me know so I can, unless you don't want to win something. I got John. We got John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hurry up. Put your name in the chat. Oh, someone left. 9. Whoever the 9th. Oh, Christy. There we go.
Yeah, she was here. Is she still here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 right there. That accounts for everybody. Okay. Alrighty then. This is our own game. This is our own board game. It's virtual. It's the Dwight Burke Wheel of Names. You'll get your choice tonight. You can choose if you want the Camp Cup. We're going to send it to you directly. It's going to be print on demand. So they're going to make it for you, and then we will have it sent out. Or if you want the hat. If you want the hat, I can give you the choices. Let me give you the choices really
Zach.
quick. Zach is here?
Kelly just picked him up
hi. Okay.
from work. Yeah, she's out and about. So
yeah. Let me see. Let me pull up the hat choices really quick for you. So you see we've got the red with the black faux leather patch. We've got a black hat with a light brown patch. We've got a black hat with a pink patch. We've got a navy hat with a gray patch, a navy hat with a light brown patch, and a gray hat with a black patch. Okay. I'll run through those again. In addition to the red one, you've got 2 black hats. One has a light brown patch and one has a pink patch. There are 2 navy blue hats. One has a gray patch and one has a light brown patch. And then we've got a gray hat with a black patch. Okay. Make it easy on me. Pick the Camp Cup. Just saying. Okay. How many shuffles? Somebody put in the chat. First person in the chat, tell me how many shuffles.
Do it.
I need to shuffle this list.
Come on now.
Eric, I went to musical bingo last night.
Did you now?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was interesting. You buy the card, right, for like $20.
Uh-huh.
Thank God Casey got in first. Because Sean, we weren't doing 33, man.
30.
I see where you're going with it though. You buy the card. Last night was songs about like eyes or vision. So all the boxes instead of numbers were song titles.
Okay.
Right? Like Eyes Without a Face and Sexy Eyes and Private Eyes and Crush with Eyeliner. So all that kind of stuff. And the guy would play like the first verse and the chorus of the song, and then he'd say, "Hey, that was Sexy Eyes." So then you'd blot your thing. So it's like playing bingo, but you get to hear like snippets of music, which was kind of fun.
Huh. That's cool.
But, Casey was first in. Whoops. Nope, not Elizabeth. Casey was first in with 5. Thank God.
John DeGood, 25 or 6 to 4. That would be a little difficult.
I love the reference. I don't love the amount of spins that would be. So we're going to go with the first one in, which was Casey, which is a very sensible 5.
Here we go.
We'll go ahead and shuffle 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last call to make sure everybody is represented on the list. Otherwise, hold your water, because here we go. We are spinning for either the hat or the Camp Cup. If you are the winner, you need to message me or the podcast directly with your address so we can get it out to you, okay? That's all we need. So here we go. First winner tonight is... Boy, it gets very dizzy when we do this. Dennis, 2 weeks in a row.
Look at that.
Dennis, congratulations. But we have to remove you from this list now. You're out. You can't win again. So Dennis, think about it, ponder it, put it in the chat what you would like. Our second request was 13, so we'll do 13 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13. There we go. Casey says congrats to Dennis. So make sure you ponder that. And here we go for, again, your choice of either the hat or the Camp Cup. Winner.
Christy.
Yeah, she lost out the first time. She was almost there. Christy won the second time. Congratulations, Christy. Need to let me know what you would like, the Camp Cup or the hat. And again, just to refresh your memory, there's that beautiful Camp Cup. And there's that styling hat. Leatherneck, Dennis, let us know. Dennis, what would you like? So we can get that order going for you. Sean, of course, congratulations all. If you're in the downstate area, Sean Grady will be in a performance. Not only does he do drama from the past, which you can catch in this area, he will be next weekend. He will be in a performance of Judgment at Nuremberg. Sean, if you would do me a favor and share that to our group page, okay? Share that information. Does the model come with the hat? We'd have to ask her if she's available. I'm not sure. She might deliver the hat to you, but then she would leave. So, Leatherneck, which would you like? Would you like the gray hat with the black patch he's going to take? Well done, sir. I can show you what it looks like. Let me just show you really quick what it looks like, just so you know. I have that dedication to.
Yeah, I was going to say, Christy, she's right. That was a dude wearing a hat, not a.
No, that was a woman. Oh no, that was a dude. Sorry.
Okay.
The one on the website's a woman. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
She's probably like, what the?
Yeah, dude looks like a lady. That is the gray. That's the gray hat with the.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, there you go.
So, man, wearing the hat. That's the gray hat with the black patch.
I might get the navy with the gray.
What is your choice? So we will get you that, unless you want a different one. It's okay. Just because we might as well. There's the blue hat with the navy patch. Okay. And there's the navy hat with the gray patch.
I like that one.
And there's the black hat with the light brown patch. Kind of cool. Black hat with pink patch. Cool as well. Okay.
Oh, nice. All right.
So, Christy, what's it going to be?
What our man to be exact. She's raring to go.
He had a mechanical arm.
You find that man.
So we're going gray hat with black patch. We got to wind this up. So what do we got, Christy? Let us know. Please and thank you.
think she did. She wants the model.
She wants the model?
She wants the guy.
She wanted the model, not the hat.
Oh, okay.
She'll take the mug. Makes me reminiscent of when she rode horses and ate canned beans over a fire. When she was hunting wolverines in Alaska. A shotgun. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for this loosey-goosey, hangy-outy version of the 3324 podcast. I promise next time we do one, we'll have a subject. We just ran out of ideas. We have to kind of recharge and regenerate. Mm-hmm. But in 2 weeks, we will be doing trivia. We've got a very special, if we play our cards right, we'll have a very special prize for the winner. We're working to get something a little extra special rather than the 3324 stuff. But we need a lot of people to come. So if you can grab somebody to come along,
word of mouth.
We need the numbers to get up in order for us to hopefully facilitate what we want to do. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, thank you everybody for all your support. It really means so much to us. And we love doing this, even if it's just a hang. It's always good. Chris, thank you. Thanks for showing up, Chris. I appreciate it. Say hi to your dad for me. In my best Mark Wahlberg, say hi to your dad for me.
Thanks, Casey. Yep.
Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, John. Thanks, Beth. Thanks, Sean. Everybody, as always.
What a great group of people.
Thank you so much. Yeah, such a fun.
We're so blessed.
Yeah, we
really are.
None of us even sneezed. Or sneezed.
Yeah.
Thanks a bunch, Chris. I really appreciate you stopping in. You will win. You just got to keep showing up, or come to trivia in 2 weeks, and we'll bust your brain out. So that's gonna do it. We'll see you tomorrow with Tattoo You. So go check us out. Share the podcast as well. That we are climbing, we are growing, we are getting there, and we're doing it with your help. So continue to spread the word and kind of get it out. Just a quick note, Eric. Actually, I went to a store the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I'd been in previously with the podcast sweatshirt on.
Okay.
A guy came in. He goes, "Oh, I listened to your show." He goes, "Do you guys have an episode about Live Aid and Queen?" I said, "Actually, we do." I said, "We got Queen that works with Live Aid." I didn't know what episode number it was, but I said so. It was kind of like, it's starting to get like people.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna have to get that guy a hat and bring. It was in a deli, so I'm gonna go back and give him a hat so he can promote for us. But anyway,
there you go.
Enough fan sightings for today. We'll see you guys in person in 2 weeks, but virtually we'll see you tomorrow with the Rolling Stones Tattoo You. Everybody have a great night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
You've been listening to the 3324 podcast with Dean Legiro and Eric Kuber. You can find us on your favorite podcast provider, so please like, subscribe, and rate to become a part of the 3324 family. Your feedback is important, so make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at 3324 podcast and on Twitter at 3324p to join the conversation.